Good afternoon, Saints. This is Sister Christine Johnson, and I am here with Sister Flossie and Sister Sherry. And we are going to go over and talk about the mental health ministry. But before we get started, our Sister Flossie has received a huge accomplishment, and I just would like for you to share that with everyone, please.
Boy. Okay, I was just recognized at the State Senate, Senator Ashley, for being the first female on patrol in Sacramento City, County, and CHP. And then I just happened to be black, so I was also the first female black patrol officer. I have the Sacramento City Police Department atrium, which is named after me, and I retired as a homicide detective, and I have approximately 40-something years of law enforcement.
Oh my goodness, congratulations.
Thank
Homicide detective, like 48 hours, CSI
Yes.
crime, all of
Kind
that?
of, sort of, but
Oh
not
my,
quite.
oh my gosh, congratulations. What a wonderful accomplishment. So let's go ahead and get started. The first question I have is, how long have you been in this ministry?
Well, we, Sherry and I and our team started the ministry approximately 7 years ago. I was the chairperson, Sherry was the first co-chair. So it's been about 7 years.
Okay, and the mental health ministry is a part of the wellness ministry, correct?
Yes.
It is now. It was originally called the Mental Health Referral Ministry,
Okay.
but it is now part of the Wellness Ministry as of 2024.
Yes.
Oh, this year?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So what called you guys to this ministry?
Well, what called me to this ministry was in my background. My mother, she had a history of bipolar disorder, and so just from a child growing up, I just had really, I guess, an affinity for and a heart for people who have mental health issues, and so that's what brought me to the ministry.
Okay. Now, this ministry is unique and resourceful. So how can you explain a little bit, how does it work? How are members able to come to the ministry? What kind of services and help do you provide?
Well, originally, most of the team members were certified mental health, youth, and adult crisis. And we are called referral ministry simply because if someone has an issue, they contact one of our team members, and then we provide resources for them, and then try to follow them through until they are actually on their own with the counselor.
Okay.
And there's originally about 7 members we had initially, and they all work very hard. Most of them are certified, and we provide services for the church.
Okay. So if you have a member that would like to join the mental health ministry, do you help them get certified in certain areas, or they have to get certified on their own?
Well, first of all, they notify us that they're interested in joining, and then we also get approval from the administration to put the person on the team. The other thing with all of our members, you have to sign a confidentiality statement. It's a unique ministry, and we don't just take anyone. You have to have, as Sherry said, a heart to serve and devote it. And you do have to sign the confidentiality statement. That's very important to us.
Okay. And then how about the meetings? For when do you guys meet to help individuals going through?
Do you want to take that one?
Our meetings, we have meetings at least once a month. We try to meet at least once a month amongst the group to talk about issues that we can bring to the church. If there's some type of event where we are doing a walk for mental health, or if there's some type of event surrounding mental health, then we try to bring that to the church so the church can participate as a whole. But once a month meetings amongst the group mostly.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, in the meantime, we also gather.
Yeah.
Because if there's an issue, for example, if Sherry's handling something, she and I may consult together on it to figure out best practices, how we're going to handle it and what we should do with it. And then we go accordingly. So as members, we keep in touch with each other because some of the church members may contact one of our members and the rest of us need to know.
Yeah.
So again, we always try to keep that connection.
Okay. So how can members reach out to you if they, on the counseling piece of it for mental health?
What I would suggest that they do is contact, we have a email, wellnessministry@stpaulsac.org.
Okay.
They can send information there or contact us individually and let us know, and then we'll do a follow-up.
Okay.
The other thing you should know about the mental health ministry is that because it's confidentially, you won't hear us talking a lot.
Right.
We don't put our people's business in the street.
Mm-hmm.
You won't hear us talking about, it's a private thing, so we try to keep it that way too. So if someone wants to join, they can contact us by the email address or contact either of us in person.
Okay. And that's join as being a part of the leadership as well as getting treatment.
Well, if they want treatment, then they can also do the same thing. They can contact on the Wellness Ministry email, or most people have our telephone numbers now.
Yes.
And if they're talking about becoming a ministry, they can also do the same thing. We in turn will contact them back either way to find out what their interests are.
Okay.
Because as the Wellness Ministry now, we also have the physical aspect.
Yes, yes.
So it just depends on where they want to go. But the mental health part is a bit more restrictive as far as accepting members.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of interviewing the person to find out what their interest is, where they want to go, and then putting them in the right direction.
Okay.
And if it's a member that needs assistance with mental health issues, they can contact the church, and then the church will contact our ministry.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's not a meeting like where everyone meets together. It's separate because of the confidentiality. I guess you might have counselors or to speak to each person individually.
Well, our team members know who we all are.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's who meets. We don't meet we do classes.
Okay.
We do classes, informational. We bring in speakers. We've done several series on Zoom and also in person.
Okay.
So we will continue to do that depending on what our parishioners or what the congregation needs. We try to structure our classes to meet the issues that they're going through.
Yeah.
And provide information that way. So we do quite a bit actually, but you just won't hear us as individuals talking about individual issues.
Right.
Uh,
So what is the one thing that you would like to get out to members here at St. Paul? Because I wasn't aware that we had a mental health ministry as part of the wellness. So what would you like for other members to know that may not be too privy of what you guys have going here?
Well, first of all, mental illness is not a disease per se that you have to be ashamed of.
Right.
There's a stigma behind mental illness. We call it mental wellness.
Okay.
There's a stigma behind it. We want to erase that stigma. And it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah.
Yes.
We, our ministry, try to get that help for you or direct you in the right place to get that help. So we want our members to know that our church cares a lot, not only about their spiritual health, but their mental health and their physical health and their emotional health. This is just one of the aspects. This is just one of the ministries that can address those issues. And we're here willing to help.
Yeah, this is wonderful. So is there anything else you would like to let our church members know about the mental wellness ministry?
Just that we're here for our congregation, and if you need us, don't feel free to contact the church, and we will definitely not leave anyone behind.
And I would also like to say that if you're interested in the mental wellness part of our ministry, give us a call.
Okay.
Our church is growing, a large congregation, and we accept additional people on our team.
That's good.
Just know that you will be interviewed.
Yeah.
But we do want other people on our team to help us out to serve our large community.
Okay, so when you say interview, is it a long interview process with a
No.
panel? I'm just asking for people.
No, it's not really a long interview, but it's to find out why. For example, why, as Sherry and I shared, why we became part of the ministry. It's like, what's the motive? Why do you want to be? And do you have a heart for it? And also, can you hold confidentiality.
Yeah, that
Can
makes
you hold
sense.
confidential information? As Pastor said in his sermon
Right, I was
today,
thinking that.
we don't want people gossiping.
Right.
We don't want that. That is not part of our ministry, and we will not allow it to be part of our ministry.
Absolutely.
So, if you're interested, give us a call. We'll talk more to you about it, and see if you still want to join us, and then we'll make decisions from there.
All right. But how long is the process though? The
It's not a
interview?
very long process, depending on who comes to us.
Okay.
It's not like a 20-page
No.
questionnaire.
No.
But
Okay.
also, we're looking at the Christian aspect part of it too. That's a
Yes.
big part of it.
Yeah.
So, and it's different from the secular
Yes.
aspect.
Yes.
So we put that part into our questionnaire or into our questions when we're talking to you.
Okay.
We don't want to scare anybody away,
Right.
but
You have to ask the question.
Right.
so
Yes.
we do have to find out something about you before we put you on our team.
Okay. All right. Well, this was wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to the wellness weekend coming up in April.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.